Welcome to our channel, where everything is serious except us.
Today, we explore the question, what if the world had no Newton? What if the apple in 1666 fell to the ground, but no one ever wondered, why did it fall? What if Isaac Newton never existed at all? Today, we dive into an alternate universe, a world without Newton, without gravity as we know it, without the laws of motion. Let's explore what such a world would look like. 1. Law of universal gravitation. Every mass attracts every other mass with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Newton's law of universal gravitation can be explained very simply. Everything that has mass attracts everything else. Earth pulls us down, which is why we can stand on the ground. The moon is pulled by Earth, which is why it orbits around us. And even you are pulling on the Earth. The force is just too tiny to notice. The heavier an object is, the stronger its pull. And the farther apart two objects are, the weaker the force becomes. This is why things fall, why planets orbit the sun, and why the universe behaves the way it does today. Have you ever wondered what the world would look like if no one had ever discovered the law of universal gravitation? Without Newton, no one could explain why things fall, why the moon doesn't fly away, why Earth doesn't crash into the sun. Without the law of gravity, science would be delayed by centuries. No way to calculate planetary orbits, no star-based navigation, no foundation for understanding gravity. Without Newton, we couldn't launch satellites. And without satellites, there's no TPS, no satellite internet, no global weather forecasting. The Apollo missions? Impossible. To leave Earth, travel through space, and land on the moon, you must understand gravity. No Newton equals no classical physics, equals no precision engines, equals no spacecraft, equals no space exploration. The fascinating part is, gravity still exists, whether humans understand it or not. Earth still spins, the moon still orbits, the stars still follow the same eternal patterns. But thanks to Newton, we don't just watch the universe, we understand it, we calculate it, and we can travel to it. 2. 3 laws of motion. First law, the law of inertia. An object will remain at rest or continue moving in a straight line at a constant speed unless acted upon by an external force. Second law, the law of acceleration. The acceleration of an object depends on the net force acting on it and its mass. Third law, the action-reaction law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Have you ever wondered why a ball keeps rolling? Why a moving car eventually stops? Or why you get thrown forward when the driver hits the brakes? All of these everyday moments can be explained by just 3 simple but powerful laws from Isaac Newton. Newton's first law says, objects like to keep doing whatever they're already doing. If they're standing still, they want to stay still. If they're moving, they want to keep moving in a straight line. Only when something pushes or pulls them, like friction or a collision, will they change. When a bus stops suddenly, your body lurches forward. It's not the bus pushing you. Your body is simply trying to keep moving in the same direction. Newton's second law gives us the famous formula, F equals m times a. This means more force means more acceleration. More mass means harder to accelerate. That's why kicking a soccer ball sends it flying, but kicking a dumbbell just hurts your foot. If you push harder, things speed up more. If something is heavier, it speeds up less. This simple formula helps us understand everything, from rolling toys to rocket engines. Newton's third law is super famous. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. You push something, it pushes back on you with the same amount of force. A rocket launches upward because its engines push gas downward with enormous force. Action, gas is pushed down. Reaction, the rocket is pushed up. Imagine a world where Newton's 3 laws of motion were never discovered. Everything still behaves exactly as physics intended, but humans have absolutely no idea why. So every time something moves, stops, or speeds up, people just say, well, that's just how it is. Welcome to the world without Newton, where the universe is perfectly logical, but humans are not. Without the first law, people don't understand why an object at rest is so hard to get moving. You try to pull a heavy suitcase, it doesn't move at all. And people conclude, guess it doesn't feel like traveling. In reality, it's just inertia and a lot of friction. Without the second law, no one knows the relationship between force, mass, and acceleration. Someone tries to push a heavy table, it barely moves. Meanwhile, a child pushes a ball and it rolls away easily. And people say, the table is stubborn, the ball is friendly. If only they knew, it's just different masses.
Without the third law, when someone jumps off a boat and the boat drifts backward, everyone panics. The boat is running away. But in reality, that's just the reaction force pushing the boat in the opposite direction. If no one ever discovered Newton's laws, the world would still move the same way, but our understanding would be centuries behind. Engineers would test trains without knowing acceleration. Athletes would throw javelins without knowing why they fly far. Coaches would simply say, it's a professional mystery.
And that's the end of our wonderfully chaotic journey through a world without Newton, without classical mechanics, and without the 3 laws of motion. We saw apples refusing to fall properly, cars accelerating like they're in a physics glitch video game, bridges built with more hope than engineering, and satellites drifting around Earth like confused balloons. All of this just to answer one big question. What would the world look like if Newton had never existed? The answer is simple. It would be chaos. The kind of chaos where every morning you'd have to check whether gravity is still working. But thankfully, Newton did exist. He didn't just figure out why apples fall. He built the foundation of our modern world. Safer vehicles, stable buildings, rockets that actually go up, satellites that stay in orbit, and a life that's a lot less unpredictable. Classical mechanics may be old, but it remains the invisible framework holding the world together. So the next time you see an apple fall to the ground, just smile and say, thank you, Newton. At least today, gravity is behaving. Thanks for watching till the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fun science adventures.